So this is going to be dinner tonight. I've got some chopped up kale, organic kale. I've got some roasted red peppers and poblano peppers that I just finished roasting and chopping. In here I've got some chopped celery and fresh chopped garlic. I've got some spiralized zucchini ready to go. And then my organic tropic oil, which is a coconut oil, and that's what I'm going to start with. So I'm going to start with a couple of tablespoons of that in a good hot skillet. And I've got a nice big skillet to allow plenty of room, because kale, when you first put it in, it's going to take up a little bit of space. So I'm going to first add the garlic and the celery, which I've also put a little bit of salt and red pepper in there. And it's been sitting so that the garlic, the flavor comes out in the garlic. And now that's going to saute on a medium-high heat for, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, just to start to bring out the aroma. You don't want to overdo it. If you overcook garlic, it gets bitter, so we don't want to cook that too fast. But just get that in there. And then next, I am going to add the kale, because kale takes a little bit of cooking. It's a dense green, a delicious dense green, and boy, listen to that wonderful, wonderful sound that the kale makes as it hits that hot stove. And I'm going to add it just a bit at a time, and I turn it so that I'm mixing in the garlic and celery from the bottom. Get those flavors going around in there. Get some of that good tropic coconut oil on each leaf. And coconut oil is a wonderful oil to cook with because it has a high heat tolerance and it's very healthy for you. So avoiding the trans fats and gives your brain a good healthy fat that we need. And I'm going to add just a bit of pink salt, Himalayan sea salt. And now I've got that started to cook down just a bit. I'm just going to keep turning so that my garlic and celery is mixed in really well with those greens. I'm going to go ahead and add some more of the kale. And you see it cooks down. Not quite as much as spinach does, but it will cook down. So if you like kale as much as I do, you're going to want, this is one whole bunch of kale that I've done washed and cut up into nice small bite-sized pieces. Makes it easy to serve. So that begins to cook down. Once I get it cooked down to a nice, you can see it's bringing out that beautiful dark green color in the kale, and it's a little less fluffy, starts to get wilted. As soon as I get that all wilted, what I'm going to do is add my red pepper. This is fun doing one-handed as I try to record with the other. So. Now I just added the red pepper and poblano, and since it's already roasted, it really doesn't have to go in soon, as soon as the celery and garlic, because it already is cooked a little. And I don't like overcooked vegetables. I just don't. I like a little bit of substance left in my vegetables. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix those up in there really well. Beautiful color coming out, and those peppers mixing in. You're going to get some flavor that's just unbelievable from those poblanos. If you've never tried a poblano pepper, I highly recommend them. Love them best roasted. So easy to roast. I just put them over the flame on my gas stove. You can do them in the oven, you could do them on the grill, but just get a nice black char all around the skin. Set them aside to cool, and then you just rinse off the black char, which peels off the tough skin. And you've got yourself some delicious smoky flavored poblano with a mild heat. Now that I've got those flavors marinating together really well, what I like to do is just up my heat to a good high heat, get that pan good and hot again. And I'm going to add some organic chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth, whatever broth you like, and I only just put in enough to give a nice little steam to these vegetables. And let that reach a high temp of boiling, just boiling, so that you get a good steam and a nice little flavor going on in there. You can totally not do this with broth if you're someone who doesn't like broth, that's fine. Just eliminate the broth. I happen to like it. It gives the greens a very delicious flavor. And so now that that's good and high and starting to bubble a little, just going to get a little bubble there going. I'm going to cover this and I'm going to let it go, on a medium-high heat for, maybe about another 5 to 8 minutes. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes or so, and I'm looking at this and saying, okay, this is about how cooked I want my kale. Go ahead and cook yours a little more if you'd like. Like I said, I just put on mine not quite so cooked. I'm going to move this all to one side in the pan. And bring this up just a little hotter. So I get that juice, that good broth just sizzling in there nice. Then I'm going to add my spiralized zucchini. In that goes. Get every last piece in there. Good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to toss that around in the broth. Just enough so that it's going to warm that zucchini. I'm not really looking to cook this zucchini. I just want to get it to a nice serving temperature. So, and that broth is good and hot, so it's only going to take just a couple minutes. These little knobby things, that's what the spiralizer leaves a long piece of, and so I just chop them up into little nubs and stick them in there because I just love zucchini. So, once your zucchini is good and hot, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and then I'm going to plate. So now it's ready to plate. I'm just going to take this spiralized zucchini, and put it on my platter. Just looks so pretty. Go ahead and spread that around. Kind of looks like a little spaghetti, and that's sort of the idea. It's a nice little replacement for spaghetti. And then I'm going to top with the kale mixture. And let me tell you, brother, sister, aunt and uncle, this is one delicious dinner for those who are looking to do a more nutritious thing. Now, topping this would be interesting with maybe some chopped raw apple. I'm just going to sprinkle just a tiny bit of chopped pecan on here. Another thing, if you're not so worried about very restricted things, you could put some chopped cranberry. I don't know, whatever you like. Be creative, but enjoy. And this is my zucchini with kale and poblano, red pepper, celery, and garlic. And enjoy. Let me know if you like this recipe.